boys, white girls that love it. So I wanted to have something that could represent hip hop and represent rock and roll at the same time.
As far as the featuring on it, did you come about like I got Jim Jones or one Jim Jones on it, or?
Yeah, I felt that he would rock that though. You know what I mean? I felt he was that type
no
of
matter
nigga.
what.
Yeah. You know, when I listen to a lot of shit, you know what I mean? I kind of like vision who I think may sound good on it. You know what I mean? And he just definitely fit the page and shit. And I definitely wanted him on it. Called him up, said, "Yo, Jim, I got something with your fingerprints on it." And he was down for the get there.
Good luck on the album.
Thank you, bro. No
Definitely
doubt.
a banger.
Thank you, my nigga. No doubt.
Next question.
All right.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yo, I know this wasn't a track from the RZA on it, but you still kept that Wu-Tang sound. How you maintain that?
I mean, you know, we all been a family for so long. It's like I kind of like already know what I feel is our sound. You know what I mean? And RZA, he was busy. You know what I mean? Number one, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. He didn't even really like the name. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just the name alone kind of like made him feel like a little weight. But at the end of the day, he supported me with the project. He wished me the best. But he was doing a lot of things. So I just felt like at the end of the day, I know enough to know how to move and handle an album. And, you know, he was just there backing me up far as with the love. I didn't want him involved with it because his heart wasn't there. You know what I mean? He was doing other things. So it was like, yo, you know what? It's still all good, though, but I'm gonna move on and carry the shit.
You kept that classic Wu-Tang vibe, though. You know what I mean? But it's something that's still like now, that's like still relevant. Like it's just like yesterday. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my nigga.
That's real.
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, when I was dealing with these producers, I was letting them know that we gotta recapture that Wu sound. So everybody was basically just really following where I wanted to go. And you know, like I said, not only being an artist, I still had to play that A&R role and talk to all the producers that I was dealing with and let them know what I wanted to do. So they definitely was like, you know what I mean, really, really down with me on this one.
It's hard, baby. The hardest album I heard so far, baby.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Hold on, I got a question. Why Shaolin versus Wu-Tang? What's the science behind that?
I mean, it sound mean for like our catalogs. You know, when you think of Shaolin versus Wu-Tang, it's like I be feeling like we be having these little fights amongst each other anyway. So the title was just perfect. I felt that it would really capture the eyes of the real diehard Wu fans, and at the same time, I wanted to represent the Wu fans at the same time. I just felt the title was mean, and you know, it's discipline fighting ego. You know what I mean? Shaolin is the discipline side, is the militant side, the streets where I come from, Staten Island. You know what I mean? I was a hip-hop nigga before anything, so that's the land. That's what it's all about first and foremost. Wu-Tang was something that I was able to, you know, come together as a member and get on and represent that. And, you know, Wu-Tang is flamboyant, flashy, you know what I mean? We wild individuals, so it's mentals fighting the other side, you know? Good fighting bad, you know what I mean? Wu-Tang is bad.
Next question.
Is there going to be a video for Rock and Roll?
Definitely. I mean, you know, the same way I did Cuban Links too, I'm doing this one. You know what I mean? You're going to see a bunch of videos. I'm going to take my time and really make sure that we give y'all some mean shit. You know what I mean? There's, you know, like I said, being independent, I realized that I have a lot of power now, that I can do a lot of things on my own. And, yeah, I'm going to give y'all a video to a lot of these joints. You're going to see that one definitely.
Is there going to be a tour this summer? Any concerts that are going on?
I stay touring, you know what I mean? It's like touring is my middle name, you know what I mean? If I ain't home chilling with the family doing that, I'm on the road, you know. We do a lot of touring out the country, you know what I mean? But I'm going to definitely be touring in the States as well as out the country, though, because I got a real good look outside. And even when I was away for a long time doing albums, like, you know, I would drop an album and disappear for like 3 years. I've been on the road, like, in different countries. Like, my passport is crazy, you know what I mean? And, you know, we got a lot of love on that side of the world. And I think it's important that, you know, artists go on that side and show them that love, you know what I mean? So definitely we're going to be doing a lot of touring.
When are
They
you
got the
expecting
big
to drop your
camera, big Arsenio whole like what's going on? You turn that on. Shit is funny.
You got enough light in here,
Wow.
in the club.
Put me up.
I got a question over here, man. I got a question over here, man.
Talk to me, my nigga.
Yo, fam, first of all, what do you know about Bob Dylan?
Bob Dylan,
Bob Dylan. I heard Bob Dylan mentioned. I heard Grateful Dead. What kind of influence has music from the '60s and '70s and even right now? Like, what's on your iPod, basically?
All my shit is OG shit, old school fly shit.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm up on the dude. I mean, you know, number one, he definitely had a lot to do with a lot of, you know, hardcore rock music. I mean, just music in general. Like, you know, I listen to everything. I ain't just
That's what I'm saying.
stuck on rap. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times, old school music from the early 70s and 80s kind of like influenced me to write. So, you know, when you see us flash back to certain things like that, it's only because that shit, you know what I mean, that's what I grew up with. That shit fuels me right there. Like, I might go in the studio and write some rhymes, but just got to finish listening to the Whispers or something, you know what I mean? I'm one of them niggas. I'll be in the car
Teach
just
the baby.
cooling out, but then I'll go in there and get my energy off of shit like that, though. You heard?
What's your today's music as far as hip hop, the level that's on right now?
Today's music is really commercial. You know what I mean? I think everybody's leaning to be more commercialized than really just, you know, being creative. You know, and I don't knock nobody hustle. I mean, you know, eventually it's a lot of people out there that really see what dudes do and like it. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna front. I like the shit I hear, but when it's time for albums, it's like I feel like, you know, dudes don't put that much emphasis into their work. So you know, it's a lot of kids now that love hip hop. You know what I mean? So it's a new generation coming to the table, and you know they like that type of music. And at the end of the day, yo, I salute everybody. You know what I mean? But I just don't feel like everybody tries to make a body of work and make it significant to what they want to do. It's like, you know, you give a nigga 1 or 2 records and then he out of there. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't heard a really great album in a while since my man Kanye West shit. And I ain't saying that because he popping. I'm just saying, as far as his creativity, as far as moving ahead, like, he's really been, you know what I mean, keeping it moving, though. A lot of other cats is like, your videos is hot, but you listen to the album, you get tired after the 3rd joint. Like, you don't really want to hear too much. But you respect their videos. You respect what they're doing, you know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. You
How
know
was
what I
you
mean?
working with Kanye West?
Oh,
I heard
Kanye?
scientists in the studio.
Suit on and all that, you know what I mean? Tuxedos on and all that shit. And the fly. He's a good dude. You know what I mean? He's a good dude. They was clean as hell in there. You know what I mean? And you know, like I said, overall, he's a good artist. You know, he respects hip hop, and you know what I mean. He's creative, and that's what I like about him. It's like, you know, he goes in there, he challenges himself. You know, we already know that a lot of the music that he was dealing with. You know what I mean? He'll tell you in a minute, yo, I'm influenced by cats like yourself, The Wolf, you know what I mean? And that makes me feel good because it's like at the end of the day, at least he's trying to do something different. You know what I mean? Me personally, I get tired of hearing the same shit come out of everybody's mouth. Far as it's like you almost could read what a person going to say. You know what I mean? But I was definitely one of the brothers that had an opportunity to listen to it ahead of time. And I co-signed it when they asked me. He's like, yo, how you feel about it? I'm like, honestly, that shit is hard. I like it. And, you know, he did his thing, though. So, shout out, Ye. We're going to be working soon. Huh? What's my favorite joint? I don't even really look at one joint because, you know what I mean? I like that Estelle joint. You know what I mean? Chop Chop Ninja. You know what I mean? That's one of my favorites. Raheem Devine from the Hills. With me and Meth, when Raheem Devine had the Curtis Mayfield voice. You know what I mean? I like that. I like the Shaolin versus Wu-Tang. A lot of joints just fuck with me every now and then. You know what I mean? It depends what kind of system I'm in front of, because I like to listen to my shit loud. So joints, they fuck with me every now and then, different songs. I like the Black Thought. The Black Thought last joint on the album, I felt like it fitted to be the last joint, and he just took me out of here with it. You know what I mean? Definitely one of my favorites.
To the right.
Couple questions. One, around the time of that second Purple tape, you was really putting your CEO hat on heavy.
So you're making a lot of executive moves now. Where does that come in with this album?
It's just me just working hard, man. I'm just working hard, you know what I mean? I've been in the business for 18 years, you know what I mean? I haven't stopped loving hip-hop yet, regardless to whatever, you know, music is going on. I still feel like this is something that raised me, you know what I mean? Like, I grew up in hip-hop, hard body, and it's just, you know, being a boss is like, you know, you got to stay on top of your job, you know what I mean? And that's why.
Question. Like, what's the next move? Like,
the next move is another album. It's like, I'm not stopping. I mean, only way I'm going to stop is when niggas kick me out.
Any new artists on the label?
Huh?
Any new artists on the roster?
I mean, you know, it's too early to talk about that right now, but, you know, like I said, I got another album coming out this month. I mean, not this month, this year. It's going to be fire. I got another idea, and it's going to be fire, B. I'm just trying to stay busy and represent real rap. That's all.
How do you feel you fit in with today?
And I'm willing to respect that and accept that. You know, at the end of the day, I just try to keep it where y'all want me to keep it. You know what I mean? I feel like if I go all the way over there, y'all ain't gonna love me no more like that. You know, so I try to stay with what y'all know me for having, but at the same time too, just try to make it strong. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel good. Ever since we dropped the Cuban Links 2 album, you know what I mean? That was the album that I really felt, you know, a lot of people was just trying to see if I still had it. So once I was able to show the world that we got that under control, it just kind of made me feel like, you know what, now it's time to show off now and really going.
You feel like you need to compete with what's cracking out here? Cause this
I ain't competing with nobody. I mean, I'm just doing what I know how to do. You know what I mean? I'm one of them niggas that whatever you hear me talk about or whatever I'm speaking on, you know it's real life. I mean, I ain't looking at what everybody else is doing on that level. I'm looking at what Ray doing and, you know, continuing to give y'all a great body of music. You know what I mean? To me, that's